Hey everybody, welcome to my Tireside Chat. It's December 20-something, 20th, 2022. I should know what the date is, you would think. I was trying not to think about it. It's close to Christmas. Somewhere around Christmas time, 2020-something. I'm on my way home from work. I usually make these when I'm driving to work, but I was just not awake enough yet this morning. I don't know why. I slept in until almost 6 o'clock today. I know that probably sounds crazy to some of you, most of you. I'm usually up, like 5. Out here in the fields, I fight for my meals. I put my back into my business. I don't need to fight to prove I'm right. I don't need to be forgiven. It's been a good week so far, I guess. I feel a lot better today, even though I slept in till 6. I guess I needed it. And I left a little bit late to go to work out in Kerman at that office, but that was okay. I always wind up working at least a half hour late anyways. And I went to, Caro was there, the guy on the help desk team. The help desk guys that work in Fresno office on Tuesdays and Thursdays, one of them comes out to the Kerman office and does work out there. They kind of sit in our area and do whatever help desk-y stuff they've got to do. In the same area with, me and the other 2 junior admins. The 2 junior admins, not the other 2. So, that was cool. I actually went out to lunch with Caro. We went and got Cecilia's, which is a Mexican place in Kerman that's pretty good. He introduced me to that place a couple months ago. It was the first time I went there. At least, maybe it was longer than that. I don't know, it all blends together. We talked about... Yeah, we were talking about... So now I can't remember if he said he was... I think he said he was born here in the States, but he's a first-generation Armenian American. And where I'm... What am I? 3rd generation? Yeah. I had to think about that, because my grandpa was actually born here. He was born in Oakland, but... I asked him about what he was doing for Christmas, and he's got a girlfriend, but he's like 29, and he doesn't have any kids. But then we were talking about, I was telling him, I had to get Danielle and I, the wife, we had to go, we've been doing our Christmas shopping, and we're pretty much caught up. Now we're just like wrapping gifts and everything, and it was a lot. We spent a lot of money, and then, the kids, we did the whole Santa Claus thing, and I asked him, I was like, by the way, did you do the whole Santa Claus thing? And he's like, yeah, when I was a kid, I think I knew pretty early on that Santa wasn't real, but my uncle would dress up as Santa, and show up on Christmas Eve with all the presents and hand them out, and that's different. I mean, so you guys didn't do the whole, okay kids, you need to get to bed early, or just get to bed, and don't come out here because Santa's gonna bring his presents in the middle of the night, and you wake up in the morning and all of a sudden there's all these presents there. He's like, no, we never did that. They actually had somebody in their family dress up as Santa and bring them the presents and hand them out and pretend to be Santa Claus. And he said, I thought it was funny because Santa would show up and he would always have sunglasses on. to like help disguise him. Really, it was my uncle. And it's like he had sunglasses on, but you can see he had like this blue wife beater on underneath the costume. And then like, and my uncle, where's Uncle Jim or whatever? And so he's gonna miss Santa, and then Santa Claus would leave, and then Uncle Jim would show up and like, oh, I can't believe I missed Santa. So it was like really obvious. But yeah, so I don't know if there's many other Americans, or that's like, I thought like the standard thing. I don't know, it was just interesting that his family did it that way. Nothing wrong with it, but it's just interesting. Cultural differences, stuff fascinates me. So that's it. Got some work done. It was good. Felt better today. Yeah, yesterday I was just like really tired by this time, 4 in the afternoon. I was like gonna fall asleep at my desk. I could not focus. But today I was doing better. I didn't have as much tea. I still had my tea after lunch, but I've been taking these, which for years I've been taking them. But now I've been taking them more sparingly. Gaia Herbs makes this supplement called Mental Alertness, which is a blend of, I think there's some turmeric in it, but like ginkgo and, Godu kola roots, and there's a bunch of other things, but it's not like mental alertness. Like normally you get, mental alertness type pills from the store, and it's all like B vitamins or something like that. There's nothing like that in there, or no guarana or whatever. I'm pronouncing that wrong. Guarana. I cannot pronounce that. Nothing like that in there to where like you get spun out or anything. But I've noticed, like yesterday, I took 2 in the morning and then 2 like after lunch, and I think maybe it helped, but then by 3 or 4 o'clock I was just crashed. Of course, it didn't help that I didn't sleep all that well the night before. My Fitbit still said, I think, that I got an 89 Sunday night, but I woke up at like 2:30. Did I go out to the couch? It all blends together, because I do that a lot, where I'll wake up at like 2:30, and I'll lay there and I'll toss and turn and try to go back to sleep. But then after an hour or so, I'll just forget it, and I just go out to the couch with my blanket, and I'll just lay out there with the cat. The cat lays on top of me or whatever, and I turn on the news and kind of watch the news, and then kind of doze off, and after a while maybe I'll turn the TV off, and I'll just, as long as I get, like, even if I go out there at like 3 in the morning, as long as I get like another 45 minutes of sleep, that's usually all I need, and then I'm good for the day. So I can do that a couple times a week, a few times a week, and it's fine. I prefer to just stay in bed all night, of course, but it doesn't always work out that way. I'm almost to my turn here. There was, what night was it? Or maybe that was that Saturday night? I think it was Saturday night this week, where I went to bed at 10:15. Don Henley, what? On the rooftops. I've got this on. Alright, more Peter Gabriel. Went to bed at 10:15, and my Fitbit said that I woke up at like 3 for a brief period. I don't remember really waking. Maybe I did, and I just turned over and fell right back to sleep. But basically, it was one of those days where, one of those nights where I went to bed, and then I woke up, and I'm looking at the ceiling, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna look at the clock, and it's gonna say that it's like 1 a.m. But I looked at the clock, and it said it was 5, and I was like, oh wow. That never happens. I slept through the whole night solid. Didn't have to get up and go to the bathroom. Nothing. That very rarely happens anymore. And I got a 92 sleep score on my Fitbit. Which, for those of you who don't wear Fitbits, that's like the highest score I've ever gotten. I think I get like 5 of those, or 10 a year maybe. But I do tend to average in the high 80s, like between, yeah, I'm usually getting 88, 89, 90, 91 pretty regularly, and then like once or twice a week I'll have a night where I don't sleep very well and I get like an 85. I know, how terrible. But I work very hard to get good sleep. I'm fortunate I don't really have any major health issues, too major. I mean, I've got high cholesterol stuff that I'm working on always, and now I've got. Last time I went to the doctor, had a bunch of blood work done. They said that my blood sugar level was. I'm drawing a blank on the term right now, but anyways, I was told like I'm getting close to like pre-diabetic levels, and I need to watch that. So, which I have been for a long time, and now I'm wondering like if it was just like that for a long time, and my last doctor didn't really make much out of it. I know Kaiser. Now we're going to Kaiser. By the way, it's good to know when you get blood work done, whatever levels, like you'll go to Kaiser and you'll say, okay, your levels of hemoglobin in your blood should be between, normal is between this range, or whatever it is that they're measuring. They'll say, oh, between this range, and if it's below this number, then that's abnormal, and you need to discuss this with the doctor, or if it's above this level, that's too high. And same thing with the cholesterol. I think in this case, this last time, my cholesterol, according to Kaiser, was just under the cusp of being an issue. But like, depending on which doctor you're seeing, they'll interpret those test results to say, they may not agree with what the normal range is. And I was told, I think it was Dr. Watch that said that on certain things, like Kaiser was pretty far off. Like they'll a lot of times they'll like weigh things in the direction of, oh yeah, no, that's normal. And really, like a lot of other doctors outside of Kaiser, you might go something and say, no, that's kind of an issue. You need to treat that. So, yeah. All that having been said, yeah, I'm having to watch my carb and sugar intake, which I've been doing for a while. I think up until, when was that? Like 2-3 years ago? Not that long ago. But I used to do this thing where, yeah, every night, like for dessert, I would have a bowl of cereal at like 9 o'clock. And got to the point where I realized, like, oh man, I'm eating a bowl of cereal, and then 15 minutes later, I'm like going into a coma on the couch. Okay, I'm gonna have to focus on driving here because I'm on 180 trying to get off on Van Ness. And this is like kind of a horrible spot because then you got everybody coming from 99. Why is this guy doing 40 miles an hour? Move. Okay. But I was having a bowl of cereal and it was just like, which was delicious, but then I would like pass out afterwards, and then I'd wake up 4 hours later and kind of be like going through sugar withdrawals, and I couldn't sleep. Just like kind of what happens to you when you're drinking alcohol. Your body, once you've processed all the alcohol in your system, you wake up because you're going through kind of like basically withdrawals. Same thing, I guess, happens with sugar or any other substance. So I do still eat, like I'll have some ice cream, but like a little bit. I try and stop myself like after 6 or 8 spoons full of ice cream, or like a bit of a cookie or something like that, but just like a few bites at night. I really got to kind of watch it. And then I also, I exercise regularly. Not a ton, but I run on the treadmill 3 or 4 days a week, a mile to 3 miles each time, and usually once a weekend I'll go for a good bike ride, anywhere between 10 and 30 miles, depending on how much time I have and what I feel like that day. But I generally try to stay somewhat active, and even if I'm not exercising, I still wind up somehow managing to put in like 10,000 steps a day, 10 to 12. I'm just moving a lot, which, I don't know, getting a lot of steps is one thing, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna, that guy's going the wrong way. No, okay, guess not. Did you go that way? Anyways, blah, blah, blah. I'm going right now. I gotta pick Danielle up from work, but I'm a few minutes early, so I'm gonna go over to Tower Health and get some. We have most of the supplements we need that we normally take, but they have this peach detox tea, which is actually, it says it's peach, but it's really just tastes like cinnamon. But it's got cinnamon and a couple other things in there, which is good for. It's an anti-inflammatory and kind of like cleans your blood. Anyways, I've got these tea infusers that you can put ice in, and so you can like steep tea and hot tea in there, and you put in a certain level of hot water to steep your tea, and then you have another insert that goes in there that you fill up with ice and you put it in. And I like to have that peach tea like in the mornings. Actually, I ran out of it a few days ago. They have it at Whole Foods too, and I just haven't made it to either place to go get my tea. So it's cheap too. It's only it's like $3 or $4 for a box, but it's good stuff. Good stuff. No caffeine. Know the diamonds need money for this art. That's not the shape of my heart. That's not the shape of my heart. That's not the shape of my heart. Let's see, where should I park? Park across the street and I'll walk over. Well, the old chicken pie shop. Oh, chicken pie, that sounds good. And we're gonna go to the Beerog shop to get chicken pies. Darn. Alright. I'm gonna go get my tea. Have a good one, everyone.